Okay guys, here's our next one, our next read aloud for Earth Day week. It's called Why Should I Recycle? Now we've already mentioned this word and it was mentioned in other books and a lot of videos and a lot of songs. Recycling is a really important concept when it comes to helping our Earth. So let's read a little bit more specifically about why should I recycle? And this is illustrated by Mike Gordon. And there's a bunch. There's why should I protect nature? Why should I save energy? Why should I save water? So a lot of great ideas on how to help the Earth. Why should I recycle? Written by Jen Green. In my family, we recycle our garbage. We return things so they can be used again. We didn't always recycle. We used to throw everything away. On our way to school, we always pass Mr. Jones's house. Mr. Jones is our teacher. One day we saw him putting a special box with cans, bottles, and papers by the gate. What are you doing? See a little speech bubble there like we learned about in writing class? That means there's someone talking dialogue. The boy is saying, "What are you doing?" to his teacher. This box is for recycling. All these things are taken away and used again. What's recycling? I'll explain at school. In class, Mr. Jones asked us what we did with our trash. We put it in the garbage can. It's just old garbage. Mr. Jones said garbage contained lots of useful things that can be recycled or used again. Why should I recycle? Mr. Jones took the class to a recycling center. It had separate containers for bottles, cans, plastic, clothes, and paper. What do you think happens to all the glass that goes in here? Asked Mr. Jones. It all gets broken down to make new shiny bottles. And guess what happens to all the cans that go in here? Asked Mr. Jones. They get melted down to make new metal things, such as bikes and scooters. Wow! And what about the paper and plastic that goes in here? Mr. Jones asked. The paper gets shredded and used to make new books and comics. All these things come from garbage we just throw away. This plastic can be used to make all kinds of things, including clothes. You might be wearing some, said Mr. Jones. So why waste? So why doesn't everybody recycle if it can be used for all these new things? Most of the garbage we put in the trash can gets buried in dumps that spoil the countryside. It's good to recycle as much as you can, said Mr. Jones. So what else can we recycle? Clothes, books, and toys that you don't want can all be taken to the secondhand store, explained Mr. Jones. The food we buy at supermarkets comes in packages that can often be used again. Don't waste, Mom! I told Mom and Dad about our trip to the recycling center. Now we buy recycled things at the stores. Recycled paper helps to save trees. We always recycle the plastic bags too. We brought our own bag. Thanks. We also recycle everything at home. Fruit and vegetable peelings get recycled into our new compost heap. The compost helps my mom's prized vegetables grow. A compost is when you save your food scraps and it gets broken down, and then it's great for the environment and for gardening especially. Now we recycle so much garbage, there's hardly any left to put in the can. Recycling is kind to nature. It saves money and it's fun. Okay, so that's the end of why I should recycle. And it's really interesting that this class got to go to the recycling center and see how these products that are recycled get broken down. And then people and companies take the broken down products and make it into new things that then we use all the time. Okay, bye.